So one or two things have been happening with NWI. They posted an announcement about the next developers blog, and also one or two things that I've found on the internet. I don't think you console players are going to be happy because I think the Twitter post is a little bit of a warning for the console players. Remember, not long ago, there was a developer blog and Dara Def, the ex-community manager, threatened people with bans if they talked about consoles on the developer stream. So before we see the next developer live stream, NWI have posted something on Twitter, and it's basically saying that we have no new information about the console release. So is that getting you prepared for the next stream? Therefore, not being able to ask because they've put it on Twitter that they've no new information. So basically, if you think the next dev live stream is going to give you information about the console release, think again, because that was just letting you know not to talk about it. Hopefully the new community manager, Father Hank, will not go down that route and start threatening the community with bans again. Let people ask. It doesn't matter what the live stream is all about. People are going to come there, especially the console players, and ask questions. You cannot dictate. You are live streaming to a community that are gonna and wanna ask questions. Be professional and answer your community. This community could make or break NWI, and I mean that. This really could happen because the PC community is not very big. This game has gone downhill from about 12 to 18 months ago. The console community can rejuvenate this franchise, and you know it. Alienating a whole community, the console community, could be the difference of you becoming NWI, becoming from a indie developer to a AAA developer. The console community can do that for you. One of your first steps should be getting a professional community manager. Dara Def was an absolute mistake. She was horrible at the job, and Father Hank is going on the same route. Please, NWI, if you are passionate about your game and you care about your community, get a professional community manager, not just someone who's come along and decided that, I'd like to give that a go because that's the way it looked to me with Dara Def, and Father Hank is doing the same. It's obvious that he's got restrictions from NWI and the guys in the suits upstairs, but if that's the case, Father Hank, you should be able to turn around and say, look, I want to give this job a real good go, and people would praise you for it. If you went upstairs, you went to NWI, the money men, and say, I need to do something. I need to give this community something. Not, we'll let you know when we have something because you've got something. Not, well, we've got no more information about consoles. Yes, you have. You must think the community is fucking stupid. You think, as a developer, we think that you have no information to give. You have no updates about the console release of the game. Don't think we're gullible, and don't think the console community is gullible. All you have to do is give them something. Anyway, we'll go on to Reddit, and I'll show the post on screen and tell you why I'm quite annoyed about this. So Father Hank put a post on Reddit and it said, hello gamers, trademark, what the fuck. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Father Hank, the new community manager for NWI. A lot of time has passed since we were really visible and interacting on here. No shit, Sherlock. That should be for everywhere. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere, any social media, you've not been interacting with the community. And we thought it's time to change that. I've read it every day, but wanted to take the next step and start posting again. Let bygones be bygones. What the fuck do you mean about that? Do you mean that let bygones be bygones, people like me who criticise you? Or do you mean that you've made a total fuck up with the community by not interacting and not communicating with them? Can you explain that, Father Hank? I'd really love to start with a clean slate. Whose clean slate is that? Is that our clean slate? Because we're not going to stop, or I'm certainly not going to stop, till you come clean. It's you who should be coming clean. I think Reddit is an important method of communication. all social media is an important method of communication. I think you are losing it here, Father Hank. And with console release coming, is it now using something in addition to the Steam forum, make it doubly so. Besides that, I just wanted to interact with a section of our community here on Reddit that isn't elsewhere. For the sake of transparency, no one at NWI will be moderating here at all. That will be left to the current moderators. We're just here to interact and share information. That's so good of you, Father Hank. NWI, thank you. You're going to let the moderators that are moderating the site already moderate it. That's so big of you, fella. And who the fuck do you think you are? Then he says we aren't coming in guns blazing, hosting AMAs and replying everywhere off the bat. This is still the community subreddit. We just wanted to be a part of it. In other words, we're going to tell you fuck all, so don't ask. But you know what? If you have any questions, feel free to DM him. He'll do his best to keep up with the messages. In other words, don't post anything that's public. Private message him so no one can see what you're asking. I suggest you all do put it on the subreddit. You do ask the questions on the subreddit. Don't DM him. Put it out there for the public to see. And he finishes off by saying, even though I've never really been here, it's good to be back. Pardon? Wait, what? You've never really been here? Yeah, it's good to be back. Father Hank, seriously, what the fuck? So you're getting pre-warned to not ask about consoles on their next dev live stream. That's blatantly obvious. And also, Father Hank wants a clean slate on Reddit. Again, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's not the people out there. It's not the community, be it PC or console community. It is NWI. And it is the community managers. It is your fault. Own up, stand up, and realise that it's your fault, not other people's. Anyway, let's get on to the most interesting part of this video, and that is the console release of the game. So we've heard nothing, they've got nothing, or so they say. Yet, the PS4 is advertised as being released on a site in March 2021. March? We've been there before, I believe. Let's have a look at this. So do online game retailers know more than NWI themselves, or are NWI keeping things from you? Because I think they should be aware of this. I'm sure someone out there has told them to be aware of this, and they've not took it down, because I've just done it this minute, gone to see if it's still advertised on this site, and it is. So March 2021, NWI, is this something you need to tell us? It has to be final. NWI, Father Hank, as a community manager, is this game coming out or not? And is it March next year? Because if this website was wrong for putting up the sale of Insurgency Sandstorm for next year, March 2021, then you, as a company, would obviously take this down. Because you wouldn't like to give misinformation, would you, Father Hank? Would you, NWI? Because that's Mr. Devlin's job, isn't it? Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, press that bell icon and tick it so you get notifications of when we're uploading new videos. And this is Mr. Devlin practicing his ASMR and out.